Why is Nick Suriano so fascinating?
That was a common question I got. Where's Nick Suriano? Are you not ranking him? Do you know something? This is wrestling's man of mystery, right?
He's been off the grid.
He's focused. It's just like all his career.
What's he doing?
You know, when he was at Penn State, there was this mystery. Like, is he going to wrestle at NCAAs? Is he or isn't he? Wait, Nick Suriano's not happy at Penn State. He might be moving. Is he going to leave or stay? We don't know. Yeah. Oh, he might go to Rutgers. We don't know. He is going to Rutgers. Then he just stops wrestling in the middle of his sophomore year for a little bit. Where's Nick Suriano? Is he going to be back for NCAAs? Is he going to be good at NCAAs? Oh my gosh, he made the finals. There's always a question about what he's doing.
Are we rolling? Yeah. I first remember wanting to be an NCAA champion, watching it on my TV in my living room in Paramus, New Jersey. I just remember watching it year after year, and I knew it's what I wanted to become. I just remember, hands down, 9 seconds left. You know, at that time, I think he thought that he had it, and I said, if there's one thought I'm putting in my head, let's get the f*** out.
There it is. Awesome. Wow. I like that. I like that. Isn't that nice? You see how he ran his hips out on that one? Awesome. Now they're warmed up now. Oh, nice and nervous. That's the problem. That's the attack. What a job by Suriano. Rutgers' first national champion. I like that young man. I really do.
Let's meet the first NCAA champion in Rutgers history. 2019 champ, Nick Suriano.
When you're at your high, and then all of a sudden they say, you want to wrestle this guy? And it's like, well, not really. I was laughing that they were trying to circle me into the mix of freestyle all of a sudden, when it's something I never really signed up for.
What changed your mind?
I don't know. It was just an opportunity I didn't want to pass up.
All right, here we go. 61 kilograms. We're going to learn a lot here at Bader about where Nick Suriano is at in his freestyle. He's in the white and orange, taking on reigning world bronze medalist Joe Colon.
The match against Cologne was certainly a test. You know, man, I wasn't really training during that time. I wasn't training for Cologne. I knew it was going to be a hard-fought match. I knew this guy was going to come out swinging, and he was favored and whatever, but I didn't let those constructs limit me. I was just like, not tonight, man. Like, you can't beat me. I don't know why he looked at the clock. You know, things happen. Bad things happen at bad times. It's like, you know, I'm a predator in those moments.
And he gets to the leg. Suriano's in a high press. Cologne's good. Chest wrap from Joe Colon. He's deep here. Now he's trying to hook the leg. And Suriano's going to score. 2 points for Nick Suriano. Suriano gets it done. 3-1. Wow. Over Joe Colon. Biggest upset of the night so far. Oh, no question about it. Nick Suriano has arrived.
It meant a lot more to myself in other areas. But as a wrestler, it did show me who I can become. The Olympic red shirt I knew was coming eventually. The reason why I took that red shirt was to focus on the Olympics and freestyle and how I can manage my freedom. After the Cologne match, yeah, I did some traveling, some seeking.
What are you doing in Italy right now?
I'm here to absorb everybody. I'm here to watch, observe. You know, this scene's a little new to me, but I'm on the circuit now, so I have to get out here and expose myself to people that are better than me.
So I was in Rome, and later, I eventually got to go to Moscow. I just remember how dark and cold it was in Russia. I picked a lot up in Russia, but self-confidence, that's the #1. Seeing where I line up with predators at the highest level of the sport of wrestling. People with Olympic gold medals already, like it's nothing, like it means nothing. And then someone tells you, oh, he's this world champion, or he's this Olympic champion. I train with a lot of guys. Train with Uguev, you know, the Olympic champ. that's where I was excited. I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna keep my eyes open. I'm gonna study and I'm gonna get better. Up the turnpike to the NYC RTC. That was somewhere I traveled. That was different. I wanted to seek that a little bit, see what that was about. That was more, you know, quote unquote freestyle. I saw Den down in Chattanooga. Roselli, yeah, that's Oklahoma with Frank. Nebraska. I think behind the wandering is interest, curiosity, and seeking.
They just announced this morning Olympics are going to be pushed back. They're not canceled, as Ben Askren's tweet said. They're not canceled the Olympics. They are postponed. They're not going to happen in 2020.
They had moved it back, and I had just gotten back from Russia. Trials were in 4 weeks. But when it happened, like, oh, the freestyle thing, like what? Is it not meant to be? I don't know. Quarantine was pretty isolated, pretty self-invigorating and soul-searching and spiritual.
Where's Nick Suriano?
That was a common question I got. Where's Nick Suriano? Are you not ranking him? Do you know something? Well, Coach Goodale came on the Bader show and says, I have no idea.
It seems like everyone's kind of, I don't want to say hush-hush, but they're kind of quiet about it. They're not talking too much.
You know, that was a time in my life where I knew I had to, maybe not wander, but find answers and seek within.
Nikki Textbooks, back in the mix.
Let's go.
Enrolled at Rutgers. What does it mean? No one knows. By him enrolling, it eliminates nothing. He can still wrestle, not wrestle. He can do a regular red shirt, Olympic red shirt, or just wrestle.
Why can't someone just go track him down?
You know, I was just at a phase in my life where I didn't feel like I needed to hold on to anything.
I thought this Nicky Suriano mystery man was a gimmick, and I don't recall who I was talking to, some coach from Rutgers, and they're like, we haven't seen him in months.
If you don't know, Suriano has been training for about the last 6 weeks at Arizona State with Mark Perry, Sunkist Kids.
You know, what was behind the decision of me coming to Phoenix or Tempe was self-belief, man. Just belief in my journey. This place was special to me. I had never been to Arizona. Saw what it was about, saw the mountains, saw the warm weather, the sun, the light. You know, I knew. People I gravitated to here, well, we have Frank Molinaro, we had Mark Perry, but I'm super grateful for Mark for the way he coached me and showed me that my belief was something that can be a pretty true reality. You know, no matter how hot it is or how scary it is or dark or lonely or how great, I'm on my journey. That was the time where I discovered, you know, oh, you know, you can wander, but I'm on track now.
What's it been like working with an athlete like him?
Amazing. He's been like a soldier the whole time, you know, as far as in the room and the training. You know, was more open-minded than I was expecting when he just kind of randomly showed up and we started training.
So he just showed up?
Yeah. It was fun.
As far as wrestling goes in France, yeah, the draw came out and the Azerbaijan guy, who was supposedly really credentialed, was my first match. I was like, oh, cool. He doesn't have a chance.
57K on Rita Glenn this past weekend. Nicky Pushups had himself a weekend overseas. He looked great. In fact, probably the best version of him I've seen in a real long time.
You know, I was sitting in the stands before and certain Americans had certain things to say. I remember one of them had said something about yeah, this is the better Azerbaijani, you know. And it was, the guy had a wrestling match. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting, you know, like, guess I gotta get ready, you know, like, I guess I'm just some kind of dude that doesn't really belong here. So Mark was right next to me, and I remember just looking like, oh, we'll see you in 20 minutes.
This is a Bazarganov that still was in the bout the entire time with Thomas Gilman. That was a dogfight between those two, and this has been all Nick Suriano. And Suriano counter reshot just like that, bullies Bazarganov over, not letting off the gas. And that's it. Nick Suriano, he dominated.
As I sit here on this chair, I think I passed the competition. I really believe that I'm the best in the world now, today, right here. And I know it's a little bizarre to some people, but I mean it. I'd say, you know, winning the Olympics was it for my reality, for what I wanted when I came to Phoenix, when I came in this room. When I came to this room, put my bag right there, and I looked over there and saw those logos. And I was like, this is it. This is it.
No easy way to segue to the news that's started circulating yesterday, but Nick Suriano did test positive for COVID on Tuesday. Obviously, that would eliminate him from the competition if he does have the coronavirus.
The only thing I can remember about the positive was I got a phone call. She said, you got to come back. And I said, what do you mean? She said, you got to take your COVID test again. I took 2 COVID tests. I failed them both. I was positive, had COVID. So I sat in my room and felt something else, felt something. I was heartbroken and I was crying, and I was down, man. I was in a dark place, I guess, beyond dark, like just like cracked in half kind of place, like just that destroyed me. And yeah, it was just a bad dream, a nightmare. I was positive I was gonna win the trials, but just when you think you got it, you don't.
We thought we would never see Nick Suriano wrestle in college again. Come to find out, today, Nick Suriano has entered the transfer portal. The obvious questions are, where is he going to wrestle?
When you see the news, okay, he's in the transfer portal, do not contact, all right, he's going to Arizona State, right? But then you kind of look at things, you're like, well, does that really make sense?
I mean, there's definitely a chance I don't wrestle in the NCAAs, but, you know, the NIL, I think, makes things fun. Prior to the NIL, it just didn't excite me. Like, you know, it always crossed my mind, like, becoming a 2-time champ or whatever, but, like, it's not like I need that, but I can win that title again, for sure.
How much more valuable is Nick Suriano as a college athlete than a post-collegiate athlete? And I think it's immensely.
Absolutely. I don't think there's a question about it.
I think the NIL changes things for me because it puts things in perspective, how I want to decide how I want my story to end. I'm in a really interesting position, I think, so we'll see how this one all pans out.
Nick put out an Instagram post, his first since March of 2020. And it's so, I mean, this is wrestling's man of mystery, right? It's a spinning world. The caption says soon, and it's My Way by Frank Sinatra playing.
It's tremendous.
It's perfect. Man, he is a guy who has done it his way. No one else has done it this way like Nick has.
You know, at World Team Trials, I'll beat anyone in front of me. Whatever their names are, you name them, I'll beat them. Whether it's Trials, Worlds, Olympics, or France, or backyard Eastbrook Middle School fight at 2:30, like meet me at 2:30, I'm gonna win. Whoever it is, whatever medal or accolade they have, they're gonna learn a hard lesson about themselves. It's just that simple. I will win.